have to be the happiest version of yourself. How are you going to be the happiest version of yourself? You're going to be in alignment with who you really are. You are in alignment with who you really are when you're eating the right foods, when you're hydrated, when you're nourishing your body, when you're hitting your workouts. You cannot take care of anyone if you do not feel good. And we also don't perceive the world in any way other than how we're perceiving ourselves. If you feel good, you live in a good world. You feel good about the world. You're like, yeah, this world is supportive. This world is amazing because I feel good and I feel supported and I feel amazing and I'm not talking shit to myself. But if I'm hangry, if I'm tired, if I'm literally just like completely toxified with tons of salt in my system, my vibe isn't as good because I'm unconsciously mad at myself and I'm manifesting things that I don't want and I'm pushing away my highest self frequency. So I'm vibrating at a low frequency, hungry, tired, toxified, right? That's the frequency that's here. Up here, that's where light, love, happiness, peace, excitement, good energy, high frequency vibes are up here. And so there's levels to this shit, right? Wait, what frequency am I on? So check yourself before you wreck yourself. You find yourself on a frequency of a low vibrational frequency, and all you have to do is then you take a step back and you say, how can I make this into my best case scenario story? So I'll tell you how to do that when it comes to food, when it comes to feeling bloated in your body and your mind. If you went off the rails, you detoured into fear, you maybe had a little bit too much to eat or drink, whatever the thing was that you did that makes you not feel good, whether you reached for the phone and texted an ex, whether you had an argument with your family, whatever it is, whatever the thing that made you feel shitty, you need to take a step back, look at the situation and be like, what do I actually want? Because telling the story of what you don't want just creates more energy of what you don't want, which creates more self-sabotaging behavior, which then leads to you not feeling good, which then leads to you thinking the world sucks and you continuing to not feel good and continuing to manifest more situations that aren't serving you, right? So what you want to do is flip the script, see it differently. You're the director of your life. You're the main character of your story, and you get to tell your story however the fuck you want. And when you practice the vibration of what you want, when you practice the vibration of the person who has everything that you want, you then step into your power, free yourself from fear, and get everything that you want. So this is about when you have that moment, when you have that contraction, when you honor your contraction, your expansions get bigger and bigger. So you feel like shit, you're pretty toxic, you're definitely dehydrated for sure. You haven't worked out in a few days and you say to yourself, you know what? That deload, clean carb up week was my best case scenario because guess what? Now this week, I'm going to be able to hit my workout so hard. I'm nourished. Even if what you ate wasn't necessarily the most ideal thing ever, you talk to yourself like you had the best possible case scenario nutrition over the weekend. You say to yourself, my body is so strong. My metabolism is up. I'm feeling good about this, that, the other thing. Think about things that you feel good about. When you're thinking about things that don't feel good, you're attracting more things that don't feel good to you. So you got to think about things that feel good. And then from that state of alignment, that's when you can then take action because you're feeling good. Do not do anything until you get into a high frequency state. If you're here and you're like, I have to do this, that, or the other thing, I'm slacking, I suck, nothing I can do is right, we're all gonna die, there's so much to do, I don't even know where to start, right? You're here. That's not the vibe. The second you catch that, I want you to literally just be like, oh, I witnessed my crazy, I witnessed the cray cray. I see it. I can see it as an observer. I know this is my conditioning. I am conscious of my conditioning, and guess what? Guess what? The fucking happiest person in the room is the one that's winning. So make yourself happy however you can. However you can make yourself happy. Go get your nails done. Go grocery shopping. Go to the juice place. Do whatever you have to do to flip your perspective and feel like the person who has everything that you want. And you will. And it's about jumping and trusting that the universe is going to catch you. So you jump and you say, I am this, that, or the other thing. You feel really good about it. You know what your intention is. You feel powerful about it. And then you ask yourself, what does the 7-figure version of myself do in this moment? And then you fucking do that thing, no matter how scary it is. Because when you jump, the universe catches you every single time. Every time. And you have evidence for this. It's about practicing the frequency of what you want before you have it. You have to embody the frequency before the thing can manifest. And we're saying this with such clarity because it's about being conscious of how you are showing up in the world and how source energy sees you showing up. Because every single request that you've ever requested is in your vortex. Your vortex is shining, it's bright, it's so happy, it's sparkly, there's unicorns in there, it's a vibe. Everything that you want is in there. The only reason it may not be manifesting for you is because you're not in your vortex. Not being in your vortex is hungry, tired, salt and sugar, fucked off energy, okay? That's not your vortex. Your vortex is when you're hydrated, you're nourished, you feel really, really good. And not to be confused with also, if you're fasting, you can still be in your vortex, but it's about a state of mind, it's about a frequency. So you don't want to go from this frequency of, I'm losing my mind, we're all gonna die, I'm so toxified, to now I'm fasting and sitting in meditation. You have to walk yourself up the levels of the staircase, right? So let's do this as an example. So you got fucked off over the weekend, you wake up feeling like shit on a Monday. You're like, okay, I'm gonna tell my new story. I'm gonna focus on what I want. I'm gonna focus on feeling good. To know that you're not alone. And so we have these moments, we have these downward spirals, and then we slowly walk ourselves up the vibrational stairs. And that looks like, okay, now I got my hydration up. Now I got my green juice in. Now I got my nourishment up. My protein is up. Now I'm gonna go for a walk. Maybe you haven't worked out in a while. You don't wanna just jump right into a workout. You wanna go for a walk. Get up. And that's just the way that it is. That's exactly how it works. No one feels good all the time. I'm telling you that right now. No one feels good all the time. I don't even feel good all the time. And my middle name is Joy, right? It starts with getting into vibrational alignment with what you want first. And then the belly bloat goes away because you're not tripping balls about some dumb shit that doesn't matter. And you're focused on what you want and you have infinite energy. You have infinite resources to do everything that you want because you're in your vortex where everything that you want is. And all of the people that can help you get everything that you want. So this is about feeling good, setting an intention, crafting your story, like you're sculpting your story of what you want, right? You're literally have your hands in the clay of your life and you are creating your masterpiece of your life. You don't have to do anything that you don't want to do. Our society has taught us that we have to explain why we're doing what we're doing and tell it like it is and, lay out all the facts. Fuck the facts. The fact is that if I decide I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna fucking do it. That's the only fact that matters, okay? And that's the happy person and that's the person that gets everything they want. So you have to show up in that energy. And before you can do that, you gotta get your water up, you gotta get your protein up, you gotta get your steps in, right? And then from there, that's when you're jumping in. Okay, maybe now I'm going for a harder workout. Maybe I'm going for a fast. There's levels to this shit and there's seasons of this shit, right? So really getting clear, what's my season? What do I want? What do I need to do to get to what I want? What are 3 things that I can do every single day that are gonna help me get to what I want? And so all that matters is that you are in vibrational alignment and you're taking inspired action. So this isn't about saying, okay, I have to do this, that, or the other thing, or I'm never gonna look good enough. This is about, I get to do all of these fun, amazing things, and the better I feel, the better I look. The better I feel, the better I look. The better I feel, the better I look. The more money I make, the more people I help. Make it about infinite energy. Make it about abundant energy. It's never, I can't eat sugar or I can't eat salt. It's, I get to drink juice. I get to eat chicken. I fucking love my chicken balls. I love salmon, right? It's that energy. It's the happiest person in the room that gets whatever they want, right? Yes. So good. So